We are live on Instagram and on YouTube. Welcome, you guys. Welcome back to our daily live feed. As always, if you'd like to come work with me, suitsandposing.com is where you have to go. We do hair, makeup, suits, and posing, all of the fun stuff when it comes to competing for women. And if you joined us last night, then you know we have a brand new format on YouTube. So I am streaming live on both platforms right now. So if you are over on Instagram right now and you'd like to go over to YouTube, there is a link in my bio on Instagram to do that. And I will be screen sharing. So I have a preview for this evening. There's lots of little things that I need to play with this. Oh, look at that. I can do chat overlay. I might do that. What's up, guys? Welcome. And as everyone's getting logged on here, give me your thoughts as far as what you thought of the new platform on YouTube. If you like the screen sharing, it did end up making our live stream longer. So hopefully it was worth it. Normally I don't go more than an hour on these live streams, but it was an hour and 20 minutes yesterday because I covered what I typically cover, but since I was going back and forth between screens and sharing and all of that, it was much longer. So if you're over on YouTube, feel free to type in a quick comment. This is only our second time using this, so please let me know that you're there and that you can see everything and everything's good to go. It's kind of important. Just a little important. Let me know that you can hear me. And we do always give it a few minutes for everybody to get logged on and all of that as well. And then we'll start our preview for this evening. You can hear. Awesome. Yay. Good. Those of you that are logging on to Instagram, if you do go over to our YouTube channel, I will be screen sharing tonight's live stream as well. I'm going to do that as often as I can when we have stuff to screen share. So up and running, yay. So tonight we're going to preview our weekend shows, which we've got the British show, pro show. I think it's the One Bro Pro show or something like that is what it's called. And then we've got Columbia as well. So we're going to preview those this evening. Give you my 2 cents, my thoughts as far as who I think is going to end up winning these shows. And now that we're a few minutes into it, and if you're on Instagram and you're trying to find our YouTube, there you go. You can go into my bio on Instagram, and there is a link that will take you over there. I think it's got one of our recent videos on there that'll take you right to our channel. Subscribe, comment, like, turn on notifications so you know when we go live, so you can be right here with us, all of that. I did go back and watch the stream from yesterday, and it was pretty good, if I do say so myself. I didn't mind it going that long because I think it was quality. It was worth having those screen shares up. So let's see here. I am going to pull up our, let's see if we've got it here somewhere. This, let me get that. That's not what I want. I had the pro. Oh, there it is. There's the pro list. Okay. I was going to say, I'm like, I had the pro list up here somewhere. It's not showing here, though. There we go. That's it. Okay. Okay, here we go. It was great. Awesome. Glad you liked it. It was cool to see you in person this weekend. You're striking. Oh, thank you. Brush my shoulder off. Thank you. Appreciate that. So yes, if you are on our YouTube right now, then you will see that we have our pro list up for the British show this coming weekend. I'm going to close this down a little bit so that I can see a little bit better. There we go. All right. So I pulled up, I only know a couple of these names on this list. So I have one of them highlighted right here, and that's Carrie Sexton. So for those of you that that know some of these ladies on this list, please shout them out right now. Let me know who you think might be in the running for this particular show. I highlighted Carrie. I actually did a podcast with Carrie leading into the Olympia, not this past year, but the year before. I don't think she's been on stage for a couple of years now, but she has I just has a lot of hype kind of behind her right now. So I will be interested to see how she does. I did pull up some contest pictures of her from 2020. So let me see if I can pull up a good front shot to show you guys. Well, those are back shots. It was from the Europa in Spain that we're looking at here. So let me see if I can get a good front shot on her. That's pretty good right there. But, you know, a lot of things can happen in a matter of a couple of years. So I'll be interested to see what she brings. Here we go. Here's Carrie. Okay. So there we go. So she is one of the ones I'd be looking at. Again, haven't seen her on stage in a long time. I don't know if this was her last show or not, but it might have been. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong here. Again, I want to start featuring some of these European competitors a little bit more because they are becoming very good. We are getting some really good competitors coming out of Europe, South America, all those kinds of things as well. So I am going to start featuring them a little bit more. I just got to get a little bit better and more familiar with them. So again, if you know any of these ladies that you think I should keep an eye on, please shout them out. Let me know, and I'll go look them up and kind of pay attention to what they're doing. I do think that Carrie is one that we should be paying attention to. I'm going to pull up a back shot for you. Again, this was from 2 years ago, so her physique has changed quite a bit since then, and could completely look completely different. Let me pull up a back shot here. There we go. So here's Carrie's back shot. So she would be one to be looking out for. Now, I would say in this particular show, she probably needed to come in a little bit tighter. You can see she's got great shape, but it just looks like her legs and her glutes needed to come down a bit. I don't know what she placed here. I can find that real quick. Let me see what her placing was. Yeah, this was 2020, so it's a couple of years ago. Yeah, she was out of the top spots last time she was on stage. So she's got a great shape, just a matter of coming in shape. So I'm curious to see what she's going to look like this time around. Now, another one that we should be paying attention to is Laura Ziv. Is that what it is? Let me pull her up and share this again. Here's Laura right here from France. She just took third, I believe. Looking around over here. Thinking I can probably find her right here. Let's see. That is not who I was looking for. Let me see. Searching here for her real quick. Carrie's YouTube video shows her in very good condition currently. Yeah, I've been kind of paying attention to her. I do think she's going to look better at this particular show than she did a couple years ago. Okay, so this is Laura, but this is an old. I'm trying to find her most current photos, but they're not popping up. We've got old photos popping up of Laura, so I'm still going to pull her up. I'm going to pull up these old photos. These are from a couple of years ago, I think. All the old ones are coming up. Yeah, this is 2020. So Laura just took, I believe it was second or third in Vancouver, but those photos are not the ones that are popping up right now. So I'm just going to pull up these ones. I literally just talked about Laura the other week because she was in the top 5. So let's share this for you. This is an old one for her. There we go. So you guys can see her. Okay, this is Laura. And again, this was 2021 at Clash. So she looks quite a bit different now. I'm going to see, while we've got her up on the screen, I'm going to see if I can find her Vancouver shots. That I had to think of which contest it was that she just competed in. It was Vancouver. Let me find it really quick. Trying to navigate around NPC News Online. They are the ones I grab all of these shots from. So here's Vancouver 2022. There we go. Found it. Can't hold a good girl down, right? Oh, she took third. Here we go. Okay. Couldn't remember placing. I knew she was top 3. That's right. Shelby took second. So let me get her most recent photo up so you guys can see her. I would say she's probably the one that we should be looking out for this particular show. Again, I'm not super familiar with a lot of the girls, so I'm only pulling up the ones that I am familiar with and that I know have actually done pretty decent recently. So here we go. This is her in Vancouver. So as you can see, the last shot that I showed you was 2021. This is her now. This was her just a couple of weeks ago in Vancouver. So you can see she's changed her frame dramatically. She's put on quite a bit of size since 2021. Overall, she's a lot better balanced than she was in 2021. In 2021, she was pretty thin, actually. So that's her front shot there. I'm going to go ahead and pull up her front shot from 2021 too, so that you can see the difference in the 2 years, or the 1 year. So this is what she was before. So you can see that. There we go. That's what she looked like last year, 2021. Quite a big difference there, I would say. Let's see what her back shot currently looks like. This was the one, if you guys remember, I felt like she might be pushing a little bit too much in her glutes. I needed to stand up a little. But I'm going to show you that real quick. Here we go. So this was Vancouver. So again, I felt like she was pushing a little too hard in her back pose, flattening her glutes out a little bit here. Needed to stand up a little taller. And then also her tan needs to be a little bit darker. Her tan in comparison to everybody else in that top 5 was quite a bit lighter. And it kind of blended a little bit with her hair color. So if you remember me doing the recap on Vancouver, I mentioned I wouldn't change anything about her hair color. I would just make sure that her tan gets darker. So then that way it kind of pops a little bit more and doesn't look quite so muted through everything. But this is a pretty well-balanced back pose, except that I feel like she's pushing a little bit too much through the glutes. As you can see, it kind of flattens her out on the top. I think she needs to actually stand up a little bit and let this round out. Let this round out here. You can see it kind of diminishes her hamstring tie-ins by the way she's pushing. I think if she just stood up a little bit, everything here would round out a little bit more. But again, she would be the one that I would say would be probably your front runner for this show. And again, those of you that are joining us on live, that's what you're here for. Tell me if I'm missing somebody, because these European shows, I'm just starting to get familiar with the competitors. Just starting to kind of understand who's going to be a threat as they come in. So I could very well be missing somebody. So if you know somebody that you think could be a threat, please feel free to type that into the comment bar. But yeah, just looking at the list, those would be my 2 that I'm going to be paying attention to. Yeah, I don't really see anybody else on here that I am familiar with, but I'm going to pay attention because I do think that some of these European competitors are getting very, very good. And I want to be paying attention as they start coming into the US shows and things like that as well. And if you notice, the reason why I know who Laura is because she came to the US to compete. So European ladies and South American ladies too, because we're going to get into Colombia in a second. If you want me to start talking about you, start showing up here so I can see you more. All right, cool. Let's go to Colombia. So Colombia does have figure and bikini. We actually have quite a few girls that are going down to Colombia from the United States. So figure, the names that pop out at me specifically are Latoya. Latoya is a previous Olympian right here, but also Jessica Reyes Padilla. So Jessica has been on a roll when it comes to wins. Let me pull up pictures of her so you guys can see her. I think she has won, other than the Olympia, I think she's won every show she's gone into, other than the Olympia and the Arnold. To be fair, she hasn't won the Arnold either. I think she was second in the Arnold. Let's see if we got. I think we have video of her. Let me pull that up. Hang on a second. See if this will come up for me. We do. Let me just go ahead and play this for you. Okay, we're going to flip that over. Okay. So that you guys can watch this a little bit as we get into her routine. Here we go. So this is Jessica Reyes Padilla. Somebody help me out. What was her placing at the Olympia? She was top call out. Yeah, Jessica's always been very impressive. Absolutely. And she went on this tear after the Olympia of just winning every show she went into. So she is qualified. She would be the one that I would say is going to be your front runner for sure. Because I'm trying to think. I don't think she's lost a single show other than the Olympia and the Arnold. I think those are the only two shows that she hasn't actually won because of Sydney, basically. But no, she's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive for sure. And looking at the list, she's your front runner. She would be my pick right there. If Latoya can nail her conditioning, she could definitely do very well. She's a previous Olympian as well. Just needs to come in. Sometimes she comes in a little off on her conditioning. So I think she has a good shot if she can get that conditioning into play. Just logged in so I could comment. Laura did the Republic 2 weeks ago, right? She might have done that one, but she did Vancouver and she took third in Vancouver. That's definitely Laura's best package was Vancouver. Let's see if I can pull up Latoya's pictures real quick so you guys get an idea of who she is. There's some training photos of her, or training videos. Let me see. I'll just go ahead and play. I was looking to see if there's any posing videos of her, but I'm not seeing any posing videos. Let me see. There's some old ones. I'm trying to find some current ones. Current. 2020. Let me just get a picture of her. I'm getting all these really random sites all of a sudden. Okay, well, I found a picture of her. So this is Latoya. There we go. So there's a picture for you so you can keep an eye on her from the Olympia. There we go. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is from New York Pro. Not this year, but I think this is 2020. Nope, 2021. 2021 New York Pro. All right, there we go. At least we know where she is. But yeah, she could definitely be a threat for sure if she can bring her conditioning in. I don't really see her beating Jessica Reyes Padilla, but she could at least give her some competition here. Now, again, I don't know a whole lot of these other girls in this lineup. Some of them are we've got Argentina, USA, Brazil, Argentina, Paraguay, Guatemala, Puerto Rico, which is Jessica Reyes Padilla. So they're from all over the place. But yeah, Jessica's my pick right there. Jessica's my pick for that one. Then we're going to go over to Bikini. So let's go ahead and look at the Bikini list here. And if you're over on Instagram, we are sharing the screen over on YouTube. So if we get over to YouTube, you can click the link in my bio and that'll take you to YouTube. Okay, so here's your list for Bikini. So right off the bat, I would say that your winner right here, Ivana. Ivana's the one that I mentioned is a huge threat every time she goes into a show, and she's not really being talked about all that much. I think she's won 2 shows, 3 shows, 4 shows in a row, something like that at this point. She's doing very, very well. 4 shows. It's been 4 shows in a row. That's right. It's been 4 shows because she won 2 here in the States, and then she won 2 over in Europe. So I would definitely say that she is a threat for this particular show. My pick for this particular show, Let's pull up a little interview that she did here. NBC News Online. There we go. So this is her. She's super cute. She had somebody translating for her. She does speak English, but not very well. So she did have somebody translating for her. So it's funny. She said, I remember she said some kind of cute little Spanish saying that it didn't come out right in English, but yeah, she's super cute. She's kind of the same look, like shape, frame, that kind of thing as Maureen Blanquisco. But I would say that Ivana is kind of more on the cute side, and Maureen is more on the sexy side. So they're like a juxtaposition of each other. I'd love to see them do like a photo shoot together. I think that'd be awesome. But anyway, I think that she is definitely your front runner for this show. I mean, there's just no question about that. After coming off of 4 wins in a row, kind of hard to not pick her, right? She always looks great. She always, she was coming in a little bit too hard at one point, but she fixed that, came in a little bit softer, a little bit fuller. It was a much better look for her. There's a few things the last show, like her hair was a little bit too long and things like that, like little teeny tiny details, but nothing that really affected her winning the show. So I do expect her to probably be your winner here. And then probably also we've got Francesca Stocchio. Now this is Francesca. She's a previous Olympian, and she's not been doing great her last few shows. She's been kind of out of the top call outs the last few shows she's been in. She tends to be a little bit unbalanced from top to bottom. Her lower half is definitely not as big as her upper half. Her upper half is her upper half is almost figure size. And then her lower half is always tight, but it just doesn't quite hit the mark in comparison to her upper half. Now, you can kind of see here, even in this posing video, she's just a little bit off balance with her frame. She's kind of gotten away with it for a while. And then the last few shows she's been in, she hasn't been hitting those top call outs, or if she is, she's hitting like 7th or 8th place, that kind of thing. So she's been off for a few weeks at this point. Maybe she's filled out a little bit. If she has, that might be helpful for her. I mentioned the last time she was on stage, I'd like to see her take a little bit of an off season, a little bit of a break to help her kind of fill out a little bit more. This particular posing video was her road to the Olympia. And I believe this was, 2021 road to the Olympia. So this is a bit of an older video. She definitely had some more fullness to her glutes here than what we've been seeing in her recent showings on stage. So I can't remember the last show she was in, but it was about a month ago or so. I believe it was in Europe, and she didn't do very well. I think it was the same show that Ivana won, which I believe was Portugal. Yeah, it was Portugal. So it was recent. It was within the last month. And I think she was like 7th or 8th or something like that. She was outside of the top 5. So I'm curious to see how she's going to look at this particular show. If I was her, I'd probably be taking some more time off just to try to balance out that frame a little bit better, like I mentioned. But still, looking at the lineup, I would still put those two as my top, my front runners. Because when we look at the rest of the lineup here, let me see. So Dulce has placed in the top 5 once, and then every other time outside, she's been outside of that. Kim used to be, let me pull up, I thought I was screen sharing, sorry. Kim used to be an Olympian. So Dulce, I was just talking about her. Kim used to be an Olympian, but she hasn't been doing very well recently. Same thing with Angie Garcia, same thing. She used to be an Olympian, has not been doing well her last couple of shows. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Roxana Marquez, I believe she's won a show, but I was looking at the Olympic qualification series and I didn't see her name on there. So I might be confusing her with somebody else. I thought she had won a show. Maybe it was for last year though. It might've been last year's qualifying. It might not have been this year. But if it's who I think it is, I would put her in my top 3. I was searching for her. And I thought she was qualified for the Olympia, but I went through the whole Olympia standings and I didn't see her name on the list. So maybe I'm wrong on that. Let me see. I thought I pulled her up. I did. Let me see. I thought this was her. This was 2021. So I guess this would have been probably for last year's Olympia. She's in here as Erika Roxana Marquez. So I might be thinking of the wrong person, but I thought this was her. So I'm going to share her pictures real quick. I might be thinking of somebody else though. I might have mixed them up. This girl right here. So I could be wrong on this. I might be mixing up competitors. I thought this was her. And I believe she qualified for Olympia last year, maybe not this year. Maybe that's where I'm getting confused, because I looked for her name on the Olympia qualification list for this year and I didn't see it. So if somebody knows, help me out here. I guess maybe nobody knows if that's her or not, but I thought it was. I guess I'm wrong. But anyways, so yeah, just looking at these, and just so you guys know, I'm going to show you this too, just so you can see this. Because a lot of people don't even know how to find all of this stuff. So let me show you. Let me show you how you can find who's qualified for the Olympia. All right. So she won the San Antonio Classic last year. Was that qualifying for this year's Olympia or last year's Olympia? I thought she was qualified for 2022 or this coming Olympia. I thought she was qualified for this coming Olympia, but I didn't see her name on the list, and I'll show you what I mean. So here we go. We're on IFBBpro.com right here, 2022 Olympia qualification series. So yeah, see, I thought it was this year's as well, but maybe I'm just missing something. So let's go through it. So these are all of your qualified athletes, right? Starts with Mr. Olympia here. So maybe I'm just missing something. Let me see. Or maybe they put her in as Erika. I don't know. I looked for Erika though, and I didn't see it. I could have just missed it. I don't know. Okay, so here's bikinis. Oh, she's right there at the top. So yeah, she's qualified. She's right there at the top. Ta-da! This is live, you guys. This is live. So yeah, all right. She's qualified. I thought that was her. Thought I was going crazy. I was looking everywhere for her on this list and I couldn't find her. And she's right there at the top of the list. Okay, she's qualified for the Olympia. I would still put Ivana ahead of Erika on that list as far as who's going to take home the win for Colombia. But yes, these two, Erika and Ivana, are both. So here's Ivana right here, are both qualified. There we go. So they're both qualified for the Olympia. I knew. See, Kelby, I knew. I was like, I thought for sure she was qualified for this year, but I couldn't find her on any list. I'm like, where is she? Oh, Lord, you guys. Wednesdays are my longest days when it comes to clients and things like that. So bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. Hey, I tried. Hey, at least I figured it out while I was here live with you guys. So what do you guys think? Did I miss anybody? Do you guys see it any differently? So this is Erika right here. So yes, she is qualified for the Olympia. That's what I thought. But I totally missed that at the top of the screen. So she's at the top of the list. Oh man, alive. Let's see if we have anything else in here of her. Nope, nothing else in here. So, what's up, Aisha? What's up? So anyway, so this is where you can find a lot of the information or the competitors that you're looking for here on NPC News Online. If you're looking to see who's qualified for the Olympia, it's here on ifbbpro.com. This is also where you're going to find all of the show pro lists, is right at the homepage here for ifbbpro.com. So this is where I go to find the pro list every week. So in case you guys didn't know that, it's published here. Usually goes up on Monday, sometimes Tuesday, depending on the week. And they do tend to add competitors as they go along through the week, whether it's late entries coming in or they just missed them initially, putting them out, that kind of thing. Usually by Thursday, it's a complete list. You might have one person jump in or something like that as you go along. But this is where you go right here, ibbpro.com. So Claudia was too busy rewatching yesterday's that I lost track of time playing catch up. Hi, hello, what's up? So this is our two shows for this weekend. We got Colombia and we got the British. What is it? Let's find what the actual name of it is. Where is it? There it is. One Bro Pro Show. There you go. That's the British one right there. The One Bro Pro Show. So those are the two coming up this weekend. And then, well, is this? Hold on. Yeah. I guess this is this weekend too. This is Pro Figure. I didn't even look at this. Let me look at this. Oh, that's why. It's smallest. Anytime we're looking at your these Asian pro shows, they're usually really small. This is normal. I believe this girl right. I think these two right here were Olympia qualified last year. I could be wrong on that too. I'm not super familiar with them. Oops. And then we got Tampa next week, which I'll be there. So I'll be there the whole time. I'll be there for the Masters Pros all the way through to the Open Pros the whole weekend. I know we have a few ladies that are competing in both Masters and in Open. So excited about that. I haven't been down to Florida, I feel like, all year. For the whole like pandemic time frame, I was down there like every month, and now I haven't been back. So I'll be down there for Tampa. Actually, I went to Border Clash. I take that back. I was at Border Clash this year. I forgot already. These years all blur together, right? But then I'll be down there for Tampa. So this coming weekend, we have a local show, which is the Max Muscle Show. So that's where I'll be this weekend. It's a local NPC show right down the street from my house, which is nice because I could stay at home. And then next weekend, like I said, we got Tampa. Then we got a week off. And then it's time for a Nashville Fit Show, which we have a ton of girls doing Nashville Fit Show, which is awesome. It's all female show. So I can't wait for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm staying for an extra day. So I used to live in Nashville, for those of you that don't know. So where the Nashville Fit Show is literally down the street from where I used to live in Nashville. So I'm super excited about that. You got Pacific USA is with Jazzy right there. She'll be back in this show defending her title. So be watching for that too. Any questions you guys have? Oh, in Texas. Yes, in Texas too. That's the same weekend. Is Texas the same weekend as Pacific USA's, or is it the same weekend as Tampa? It's not even on here. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, so it's the week after Tampa. Okay, got it. Cool. Yes, because Devin will be in the Texas Pro Show. So for those of you that have joined us on Instagram, start following us over on YouTube, because on YouTube we are screen sharing. So like right now on our YouTube channel, I have up ifbbpro.com. So I was showing a few photos and videos from some of the ladies that will be competing this coming weekend. Phoenix is the same weekend as Tampa. Yeah. Yep. I think that happened last year too. I hate when they do these big shows all on the same weekend. Phoenix, August 6th. Yes, Phoenix. Yes, correct. I believe that's correct. Let me go back here. Yep, it is. Tampa is another one that's like a barn burner. It's like a I don't know, 4-day show or something like that. I'm going in on Wednesday and staying through till Sunday. So, you'll be in Phoenix. Oh, that's right, because you do all their photography stuff, Kelby. That makes sense. But yeah, I hate when they do all these big shows on the same weekends. Drives me crazy because I can't keep up with everything. Like this past weekend at Masters Nationals, I couldn't keep up with Masters Nationals and Chicago at the same time. I was like, it's going crazy. But anyway, what are you gonna do? All right. Well, that's our preview for our shows for this coming weekend. I actually like that I can screen share a little bit on these previews as well, because then you can get a feel for these ladies who are going into the shows. Now, obviously, when we're looking at past shows, it does not indicate what they're going to look like at their current shows. So it's just for fun. Doesn't mean a thing until they get on stage. As you guys know, doesn't matter what you look like until you're standing next to everybody else. We all look great when we're by ourselves, but this is a game of comparison. So it's not a thing until that rubber hits the road, right? So you guys got any questions for me before we wrap up for tonight? See, I did good tonight. Last night was an hour and 20 minutes. Tonight's only been 35 minutes. I did good tonight. This is a good length. I will definitely be trying to get on tomorrow. I have a lot of stuff to get done before the show weekend, this coming weekend, but I'll definitely try to get on. I've got so much footage that I can share with you guys now that we're doing the screen share thing that I can go through and teach you guys stuff on. So screen share is next level. I know, I do like it. It's going to take, again, it'll take me a little bit of getting used to, a little bit of, kind of clicking around and figuring out, making sure I'm hitting the right buttons and stuff like that. But I was really happy with the quality of it once it was on the replay. So for those of you that missed last night's wrap up, it is on our YouTube channel with the videos and pictures and screen share and all that kind of stuff too. So, I try to keep the majority of the content to stuff that I've taken at shows or NPC News Online so that you guys are getting it straight from the source. And it's not like edited off of Instagram because, as you guys know, some people like to edit their photos when they put them on Instagram. So I try not to pull up their photos. I try to pull up the photos that are actually published on NBC News Online so that you can get a good feel for what they really looked like on stage without any kind of craziness happening. So with that, let's see. So like I said, this weekend we have Max Muscle. I'm sorry, I always call it Max Muscle. It's not Max Muscle. It's Clash of the Titans. They have 3 shows. It's the same promoters, and I always call them Max Muscle, even though none of them are Max Muscle. So it is what it is. But we have that this weekend. We do have openings for hair and makeup for Tampa, also for Nashville. What do we got coming up after that? Then we got North Americans after that. There's a bunch of shows coming up. Ben Leader's coming up. So if you guys need glam for those shows, if you're competing in them, there's a link in my bio on Instagram to go ahead and click through and book your hair and makeup and all of those things that you need. I did put up a reel of some of the looks that I did for Masters Nationals this past weekend. The ladies all looked phenomenal. And that's it. I'm going to leave it open for another minute for questions and let me know if I missed anything. And yeah, I'm drinking energy drink. That's why I'm talking in my own minute. So it's my favorite one. This is my favorite right here. I have a case of it in my refrigerator. And also, if you ever see me at shows, come say hi. A lot of the ladies did that at Masters Nationals, which was awesome. Yeah, I'm talking a mile a minute because I do have energy drinks. I only have one of these a day when I train. So if I have them any other time, which I'm doing it right now, obviously, because I had a little bit of a lull and I didn't have time to make any more coffee. Typically what I'll do is coffee because it's less caffeine when I make my coffee. But I didn't have time to make coffee today, so I grabbed that out of the refrigerator. And that's why you're getting blah, 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 blah right now. I'll crash. Don't worry. Be all good. Oh, Lord in heaven. But yeah, so like I said, for those of you joining us on Instagram, we're going to continue to go live on Instagram. Don't worry. We will continue to do that. But the video sharing concept is much, much better over on YouTube. And now that we have this new streaming platform and I can screen share, it's even better. So join us on YouTube, subscribe, turn on notifications because it will tell you when we're going live so that you don't miss us. And you can always watch the replays. And when you do watch the replays, please make sure to like and comment. That helps us with the algorithms, helps us get seen more, and helps me be able to do more of this for you, right? Thanks to the live and screen sharing. Yes. So like I said, I wanted to get a decent number of followers. I mentioned this in my stories. I wanted to get a decent number of followers on YouTube before I started kind of delving into this more. And we needed to get full capacity with our live stream and stuff like that too, to get the right amount of subscribers. And now that we do, I really do like this new platform that I'm using, and I've only scratched the surface with it. I just started using it yesterday. So I know there's a lot more capability and features and things like that that I can play with on here. But for now, I think this is really good. I think this is going to help you guys learn a whole lot better, and all of that too. So, I appreciate everybody joining us on YouTube, because that's what's allowing me to do this on YouTube now. So the more content that we can put out there, the better the education, the better you're going to get as a competitor, right? So yay. On that note, it's been 40 minutes now, because I've been talking, and like I said, I've been talking like a crazy person because of this freaking energy drink. My life right here. Love of my life. Mm-hmm. And it's the flavor too. It's the flavor. That's my favorite. So, all right. I need food. Okay, guys, I'm gonna let y'all go. I am, like I said, I'm gonna try and get on tomorrow night too, which is gonna be better if I get everything done. Because we do have a show this weekend too. So this week has gone by so fast already. I hope you guys have a fantastic evening. If I don't see you tomorrow night, then I will be back on Tuesday. Okay, because we got a full show weekend ahead. We do have a Sundays with Sean this Sunday as well. I typically don't do Sundays with Sean after a show day, but it was our only opportunity this month for the two that I try to get in every month. So we do have a Sundays with Sean this coming Sunday. So for those of you coming to that, I will see you there. And on that note, I'm going to end Instagram out first. Bye, guys. And then I'm going to end out